galleries around England and other partners on an amazing open submission show of young artists' work, 4 to 18-year-olds, called Generation Art. And the intention of the exhibition and the digital resource which will accompany it is to really showcase the extraordinary talent of young artists in England and somehow to raise the aspirations of schools, but also all those organisations who work with young people and understand their potential as professional artists in the future.
The exhibition and the whole project has selected work from an open submission, so that's been across the whole country. The resulting exhibition represents the work of, it has 40 works which represent about 200 young people who've worked on art in all sorts of different settings. Some of them have worked as part of their school curriculum, some have worked at home on the kitchen table, some have worked in youth groups. What's interesting about the project is the work is selected digitally, so everybody sent in their images, and there's always that question of how that work will look when you finally receive it in a gallery. And we were really, really impressed by the work when we actually unwrapped it. It was probably better than we thought from the digital ones. We thought it was good on the digitals, but even better.
So we all went up to London and we got in the room and we kind of spent the day, it was literally just a slideshow going through systematically all the groups, different groups, and deciding which ones we liked best. So we kind of like argued for our own art, which is quite fun, and then just narrowed it down, and this is what happened. Yeah, it's really brilliant to see it all laid out now. Because when I came in on the Monday, it was all just on the floor, and now it's all up and organised, and it's just fantastic, really.
I'm Lauren Crilley and I created this piece at school last year. I was inspired by an artist called Mark Smith who looks at boat life, which I've looked at in my part, and I was given the subject matter of natural forms, so I wanted to explore that within the sea and the seabed. I love how expressful it can be, just really play with the clay to what you want to express. I'm going on to do Art Foundation this year and then hopefully ceramics the year after.
My name is Jules Stockwell. I've always wanted to be a director. Well, I saw this film by Stanley Kubrick, it's called 2001: A Space Odyssey. You've probably heard of it. Yeah. And I just thought it was incredible. So I made this little film, and it's kind of inspired by it, but it's also kind of honouring the director and the film. So I'm kind of glad that I'm being recognised for stuff. And yeah, I suppose it's kind of a way of looking forward to maybe helping me become a director in a way.
My picture is called the cartwheel, as you see from over there. Yeah. And to get this little effect, I've just put loads of water on it and let it run. And to get the rest, I just sort of sprayed and dabbed and stuff. At Kandinsky, Mr. Thomas told us a quote which he said, "I see colours as music and music as colours." And he put some music on and I basically just went like that. And when it went I went and I got that shape.
My name's Max Nudden and I did this. This is my Matisse-style self-portrait that I did a couple of months ago. I'm just very proud of it being up here. It's a very nice experience to see your own work in a nice, good, famous gallery.
I started with a picture of some rice paddies, which I'd got off the internet, but I found it a bit superficial. And I never intended to make it exactly like the picture. So I started off just some watered down acrylic, and then it started dripping. It's all kind of just experimental, and I guess it just escalated into what it is.
What inspired me was thinking about tattoos, and the ideas progressed onto hands because there was a certain tattoo that I really enjoyed. Hands progressed onto the idea and concept of pinky promising, friendship, and there was a praying one, and from there we escalated to making these artworks. We had the opportunity to have a space at Spike Island, and we came every Thursday from school and we made the artwork. Plus we had the opportunity to view and work with the adults that was working, and I had Spaces by Highland who influenced us as well.
We were really delighted to get the Generation Art exhibition here and to work with Engage. Learning's at the heart of the organisation. It ties in with our organisational vision, which is art inspiring change. We're here as part of the regeneration of Margate, and that's about the building and the place, but it's also about people and how creativity can help people transform things in their lives that they want to be different.
I certainly think the way in which the work has been carefully selected and that process being important for children to know about, the way it's been professionally presented and curated, does show that we really value children's work, and to have it here in a contemporary gallery of national importance alongside exhibitions by international artists, I think says a huge amount both to the children that have got their work on display here, but also other students that could aspire to exhibiting work in a setting like this.
My day job is in training teachers. That's what I do at Canterbury Christ Church University. That's important to understand because the context of this kind of exhibition, this kind of work, it is crucial to empower and inspire teachers. And quite often, particularly at primary level, unfortunately, lots of teachers have not had this kind of experience themselves. They may not have been inside a gallery, may not know what they're looking at, and then trying to train in something about the techniques of art and design is a challenge. So trying to get inside that and raising aspirations, this kind of event is excellent for that.
Generation Art has been a long time in coming. It's a fantastic opportunity for young people who work in schools, at home, to be involved in projects to show the diversity of work which is possible in schools today. And that's not something that's happened before. We've been waiting for a show like this to really be an opportunity for young people to share what they can do. Very recently, in the last year, the NSEAD undertook quite a comprehensive survey, and the findings from that survey showed that 35% at Key Stage 3 and 4 said there'd been a reduction of teaching hours. So when you see things like Generation Art showing what can be achieved, we really have to keep sort of trumpeting, fighting our corner, and I think Generation Art is a really good example and shows what can be achieved.